welcome to the Joyful Findings Show this beautiful January 9th of 2026. I am so happy that you could join me today. The energy's been intense this year, and this year is going to go even faster than last year. So hold on, everybody, because we're going for a ride. Yay! So I'm glad you guys are joining me. I hope you had a fabulous new year. I hope you are feeling some of this energy and this change that is coming, because there is a lot of change that is coming this year. So be ready for that too, my friends. I feel like there's going to be a lot more sharing. There's going to be a lot more, what are the right words I'm looking for? I don't even know right now. There's so many words just going all through my head right now. And my head, my crown. All right. So this is what I'm feeling right now, my friends. So whatever you're feeling that might be a block for you still, right? Something you might have been working on and still, trying to get rid of or whatever, because I feel like this is a block. Okay. I feel like I have a brick on my head. Okay. I feel like there is a brick on my head right now. So I don't know if this is me or if this is somebody out there that's listening right now. But I just want you to see yourself as like a hollow tube. I want you to see yourself as just like a tube, okay? Or maybe you want to be electrical lines, whatever. But we want the energy to run through us. We don't want there to be any more blocks, okay? Because I feel like there's a big block there, and it's big, like a cinder block, okay? So we're just going to take it off, and we're just going to put it over there, and we're just going to let go of some of that, okay? We're just going to let go of that, okay? Let go of that. And I'm glad there's a bunch of you joining. I can see over on Rumble, and I can see some of you over there on YouTube. The other ones I can't see, but if you're there, thank you very much. I see Barbara and Pat and let's see, who else do I see out here? Lanka's here. Ruth is here. Pooja's over there on Rumble by herself. Hopefully some more people pop up over there with you. Richard's over there too on Rumble. on YouTube. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining in. I'm glad you could be here. Again, I feel like I'm going to be talking really fast tonight, and I have no idea what the hell I'm going to talk about tonight, but there's a lot of energy going on, and I feel like I'm going to talk about that in some way, shape, or form. And now that I'm talking, that energy is moving down to the third eye. So we must be pushing that energy through the body. Okay. Whatever that block is, it's kind of like going all the way through, and it's just going to push it all the way through until it goes all the way out the bottom of your feet, my friends, and go down into Mother Earth. So we can be like this connection. Okay. I want you guys to feel like you're completely connected right now to source, to yourself, no outside interference. We've pulled all the tethers back. We pulled all that back. We're no longer those little octopuses, and we've pulled all our energy back from outside sources. Now we are just with source ourselves. And this is where we're going to make great change. Okay. Great change, because you are starting to recognize so much more about yourself, your reality, and what you are creating. Okay. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on all at once with all this stuff. So are you guys feeling this? How has the energy felt for you through the beginning of this year? Again, we're only 9 days in. And don't forget, last year was a 9 year. So that was an ending of a cycle. And we're now in a new cycle. Okay. This is a new beginning. This is a 1 year. So what does that 1 year mean for you? What are your new beginnings? Okay. So I'm going to tell you what's going on with me, because I've had to do a lot of soul reflecting, right? And figure out what I'm supposed to be doing next. Okay. And as I continue with this show, I feel like I'm going to build off that, but I'm not sure how that's going to happen yet. But I'm also getting that I am supposed to get out in the public more. So I'm supposed to get out into my public and let my energy, work its magic or whatever it does, or be able to give messages in certain places. So I don't know where that's going to be taking place yet. But I've been, kind of like looking around and seeing where my energy is being called, because I do feel like I'm supposed to get back out there. I don't have the money to have my own office somewhere yet, or my little space yet. But I feel like by bouncing around in what I'm doing, that is going to create that space that I'm looking to create into this year. So I'm just throwing you out there what I'm going to be doing a little bit of, you know what I mean? Because it's about getting out and helping the public this year. Like, I really feel like there is going to be so many changes that they are going to need assistance and a little bit of guidance, possibly, depending on what they need. Everybody needs a little bit something different, but I feel like to help them, open up more to truth in themselves, because they've been hiding for so long. There's been so many people just, kind of like being stuck. I see them as ostriches with their little heads in the sand. You know what I mean? If I don't see it, it's not happening. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of exposure. Those ostriches are going to be pulling their heads out of the sand, and I'm going to be there to assist them. So if you guys local, anybody knows of any opportunities, let me know. That would be great. But I am going to be looking out there, and I'll probably do a few more psychic fairs or something this year too, because that's a good way to get into the public. But this is also a good way for us to get together too, to get that energy to come together, because we're spreading this worldwide, right? Because Pooja, I think you're in India. A handful of people over here. I know one's in Chicago, one's in North Carolina right now. We got Texas, we got Sarasota. And if I'm missing any of you, Richard's in Oklahoma. So I thank you all for bringing your energy into this beautiful circle, because we're bringing it about for healing, not only ourselves, but humanity and the earth, and just things that need to take place, right? Because there's a lot of healing that needs to take place, my friends, right? I've been in and out of the hospital with my mother-in-law for a year. Today she's feeling extra sad, so let's all send her a little bit more energy. And if there is anybody out there that that is in need, just send it out there. Just send them. It comes as a thought. Okay. And I want you guys to notice, if you've been thinking about things before they happen, like, is your intuition kicking in before things happen? Like, that's going to happen. Like, it. You know what I mean? It's going to happen. Is anyone getting that out there? I'm just curious. See if you guys are tapping into that. Okay. Pooja says, I'm working on my third eye and wondering how this will open my gifts. But it's like you gave me a message there. Yes, ma'am. Everything that I say could be a message. If it resonates with you, take it. Even if I'm not directing it at you, if it resonates with you, take it. And it's funny because now that you just brought up your third eye again, ooh, I can feel it. I can feel it. So just see it opening up and being like this little, like like a little typhoon or a tornado, kind of like busting through it, getting through there, kind of like it's boring it out so that it's, so it's functioning the way it needs to function. And Lanka says, so far it feels like 2025 on speed. Yes, on super speed. Like, we are like in hyper mode, like it's moving that fast, like just I can't keep up, like, and I'm pretty good at this stuff, but Richard says, help a lady put on her cart from the store so she didn't have to leave her kid in the car. Oh, that was sweet of you. Awesome. See, that's very helpful, Richard. I like that. Helping humanity in any way possible. That's what we're here doing right now. But I'm super excited that you guys are joining and being a part of this beautiful energy and a part of this beautiful time and everything that we're getting ready to go through right now, because it's moving so fast. And I'm just like, hold on to your pants, okay? Because it's like we're running, but really we're physically staying still, okay? But the energy and the time, of course, time is still that illusion type of thing, but it's like we have learned how to, I'm going to say we've learned how to balance in it, right? At least I have, even though as fast as everything is, and as I was talking with a friend today, and he's like, 2 weeks is like a month. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much it. And sometimes it's like a day is like a year to me. It feels like it went like that fast. Okay. So super duper, duper, duper fast. I feel like there's going to be even more fastness as we move along. And I'm just wondering, all of you out there, what is it that you want to see take place in 2026? Drop your things in the little comment boxes. Share with me. Actually, share with everyone. Share with everyone, because I really feel like we're going to manifest a lot of the things that we truly want this year. And sometimes I think we have to say it out loud so that we can get it. So what is it that you want to see take place in 2026? I'm curious, my friends. What is that? What is that, my friends? And I'm getting hot. We're bringing in a lot of energy right now. We're bringing that energy in. Woo! We're bringing it down into our souls right here on this beautiful earth right now. It's kind of quite amazing. Quite amazing. All right. Might have to turn that fan towards me because it's getting hot. That's why they shut my door. They should never do that. What else is going on that I want to share? Because the energy is intense. I'm feeling that in my third eye again. At least it's moved from the top of my head down to my third eye. So I just want you, what could I put there? What do I got right here? I must have something. Nothing is calling to it. But see yourself as that hollow tube like I saw earlier, right? Because you are a channel of beautiful energy of God, and it comes through your body, okay? And it kind of connects us all. That could be why I'm getting so hot, because right now you guys are bringing in a lot of energy. All right, now I'm feeling it behind the back of my ear. We're moving this energy. It's just moving really, really slow tonight. All right, you guys, why is it moving so slow? We're usually a lot faster than this. There must be someone new that's joining us that needs to release some more stuff. That's what I'm feeling. So if you're new out there and you don't want to drop your name in the chat, that's cool. But just know that I feel you. I recognize you, whether it's now or in the replay. Spirit knows exactly when to leave what message where, and how to lead you, how to find it. Okay, so how many messages have been showing up for you guys as of late? You guys aren't answering any of my questions tonight. What's going on with this? Again, I'll ask, what do you want to create in 2026? It could be simple as a word or anything like that. And then also, what is it that, all right, it doesn't matter. Just leave that over there. Barbara says, I would like to manifest an easy move to Florida and more loving relationships. Beautiful. I love that. And you're going to create that. The right place is going to pop up for you, and the right person's going to come and buy your place now. So there's going to be that easy, and abundance. Yes, abundance is good. Abundance of what, though? Abundance of what? Abundance of love, energy, friendships, a lot of things, right? All good things. We don't want an abundance of bad things. We want abundance of good things. Richard says joy and abundance. That's good too. I like it. I like it. I like it. Again, what's going on with the head stuff, you guys, tonight? What is going on the head? Okay. So I'm going to put up my bubble right now. And I want all of you to do the same thing. So I want you guys to put up your protective bubble, your armor of God, whatever it is that you're calling yourselves, or whatever you use for yourself. I'm just going to say bubble up. Any energy that is not for my highest and best good does not belong inside my bubble. It has to leave now. And I want you guys to kind of do that for yourself too. If it doesn't belong in your energy, it has to leave now. It has no permission to stay. And remember, protection is pretty important because there is a spiritual war going on out there. So you want to remember to protect yourself. So again, I feel like there's this thing going on there. All right, they want me to pull this forward. That's good. So there's that. Pooja says, finding my soul family in a place where I really belong to. See, now that's good. I like that. I like that a lot, Pooja. And I see you finding that for yourself. Because I feel like you're in the process of finding your soul family. You know what I mean? And like it says, be very specific, Barbara. The manifesting is super on spot for me. Yes, be super specific. Abundance of what? See, I want to find abundance so that I can find my house, right? So I can find where my home base is. Even though this has been my home base for a really long time, you know what I mean? But I'm ready for something better, something a little bigger. that holds my family. Goldylocks says, you do have a soul family here too, Pooja. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because you've been here with us for quite a while now, Pooja. So you are definitely part of our family here. And I know you pop on other shows too. So that's awesome too. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. So great changes are coming, my friends. Great changes. Things that you had never imagined before. And I even have a hard time still trying to imagine it because I only get glimpses of it. But I'm starting to resonate with more and more of what's happening. So I kind of like get this feeling. You know what I'm saying? So just work your little magics, my friend. Work your little magics. So you can manifest what you want in your life too, because we deserve it. We've been through a lot, my friends. Oh my God, have we been through a lot? Each and every one of us have been through our own trials and tribulations, and there is joy on the other side. There is. We just have to get through this. So it's like finding your balance within all the chaos that's kind of happening, because it does feel chaotic depending on if you pay attention to the news and stuff, and what you do pay attention to, where your energy flows. You know what I'm saying? And I've also noticed, I'm so impressed by some people, because I've been friends with someone that I follow on social media. We don't talk all the time, but we've been friends for a very long time, 30 years, give or take, right? And very close-minded person, very, very set and very, very rigid in his belief systems, right? And nothing can fall outside of that. If not, you kind of get like attacked. You know what I mean? You're like, rah, 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 or whatever. And today or yesterday, it might have been yesterday, and I saw that they were trying to be more mindful with their words and trying to correct themselves. And I was quite impressed. I was quite impressed because this was a hard person to get through their belief systems. Like they were like, they had they would fight for everything, But then I saw that, so I responded and I was like, this is what I call retraining your brain, right? And you can't do it overnight. It takes practice, right? And practice makes perfect. So it's like when you are on that beginning of that journey. So I'm happy to see that he's now taking the steps along a new journey that will expose him and reveal to him something better than he's had before, right? Because he's just had a lot of anger, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because things didn't work out the way that he believed that they should, right? But anyways, it makes my heart feel so good to see that many more people are opening up to what is really important. You know what I mean? And being mindful is one of them, right? Being mindful is one of them. Because it's important. It is. Because that's how we retrain our brains to be better people. Because I still have to retrain my brain sometimes, you know what I mean? Especially when I get in traffic and people don't know how to drive. But I think that's me venting too, so there's that. But, I'm getting better at it. And I've gotten better at it, and better and better and better and better at it all the time. But there are some people that really just make you go, what the? But anyways, it's neither here nor there. It's part of life, right? It's part of life. All right. Pat says, tapping into our abilities to heal ourselves. Yes. Now we're talking, girlfriend. Tapping into our abilities to heal ourselves. I talk to myself every night about that. Every night I talk to myself when I go to bed about healing myself, because there's still things I need to heal, physically, emotionally, all that fun stuff, But you guys, why are we still holding on to this energy in our third eye and our foreheads? How many of you out there are feeling this right now? I'm curious. How many of you guys are feeling this right now? I wonder. Is it just me? Is it all of you? How many of you guys are feeling this? Hey, yeah. I wonder. All right. And I know Dia is out there, and I think I saw Susie text me too. So Susie's out there too. So I want to say hey to you guys. Woohoo! Yay! Happy New Year to you too, Susie. I'm glad you guys are joining in. I'm glad you guys are being a part of the show. Again, the energy. What is up with the stuff in the head? Who's feeling this? Who's feeling this? Any of you out there, or is this just me? Is anyone feeling anything? Now it's kind of like moved over my right eye. It's like moving around and stuff. Woohoo! Magic numbers. Thank you, Goldylocks. Yeah. It's kind of funny. And numbers, have they been showing up a lot for you today? 444 showed up for me twice today. Okay. 1 and 11s are showing up for me. 1s and 7s are showing up for me. 4s and 7s always show up for me. What numbers are like constantly showing up for you right now? Because I feel like there's a super duper pattern if we could all pay attention. Lanka says, not me. Got already my fair share of headaches in past week. Weird pressure. That's all. Yes. That's kind of like what this feels like right now. Like is a weird pressure right there. I wish I could just reach in and pull it out because it's weird. And I know it's not mine because I was fine before this happened. And I don't know why my computer wants to keep telling me low battery when I'm plugged in. Weird. That's weird too. So there's that. And I did not get a code. I should double check my messages. Just to be sure. What else do I need to share with y'all before I get to messages? And if you guys want messages tonight, just let me know in the little chat box if you guys are interested in messages tonight. I feel like everybody's like out there getting things done. Like I feel like everybody's busy right now. All right, Lanka says 11s, 5s, 4s, and 7s. Nice. It's funny because Dee and I were texting yesterday, and she texted me something at like 5:17, and we're like an hour apart or whatever. So I didn't read it until 6:17, and I responded, and I was like, wow, that's weird. Like exactly an hour, you know what I mean? So it's funny how things just like that kind of happen every once in a while. Oh, Richard says, I'm feeling it too. Good. Let's release it. Richard. Let's send it down into the Mother Earth. Let's send it down into her to like recycle that energy. You know what I mean? Because now that we're talking about it more, I'm feeling past that now. Woo-hoo. All right. And I got Pooja and I got Ruth that says they want messages. Perfect. After we have a word from our two sponsors, you guys, I will jump right into messages. And I feel like I need to jump into them because I feel like whatever I have to finish up with at the end of the show is going to be important. So let's have a word from my sponsor, beautiful Marsha Morris of Feng Shui My Space. You guys, this is a great year to change up your space, change up your energy in your house, your office, whatever it may be. So you bring the abundance of love and joy and happiness and wealth and all those things into your lives. Check out Marsha Morse of Feng Shui My Space, my friends. Woohoo! Like I said, check out fengshuimyspace.com and see what you can do to change your life. And thank you, Marsha, for being a beautiful sponsor of the Joyful Finding Show. Much love to you, my friends. Love it. And I'm going to have, And that's another thing. I'm going to have Marsha on February 13th, just before the Chinese New Year, so we can talk about the year of the fire horse. We'll pull some of her feng shui cards, and I'll give messages. So mark it on your calendar for February 13th for a little fire horse stuff. And then now, before we get onto that too, because I just brought that up, fire horse is kind of like how fast we're moving right now. Like, I saw galloping horses today, and they're going to be in a full sprint before long. Okay, so it's just going to be woo. And Friday the 13th, yeah, we planned it that way. I can't make that stuff up. But again, if you guys are looking for some all natural products made with love right here out of Northport, Florida, check out lolablueliving.com, my friends, for their beautiful products they got. Check it out. Discover the art of clean living with lolablueliving.com. Handcrafted in Northport, Florida, our natural soaps, soy candles, and shampoo bars bring eco-friendly luxury to your daily routine. From refreshing sugar scrubs to soothing CBD massage creams, every product is made with love and care. Elevate your self-care game and shop now at lolablueliving.com. Feel good, live better naturally. Woohoo! And I use a lot of those products, so you guys check them out. I do not have a code right now. I'll probably have one for next week, but it's beautiful stuff. I love all of it. And I just was using the vanilla pumpkin that they had for the for their seasonal. Oh my God, that was so amazing. The body scrub, it was amazing, amazing, amazing. And Barbara, you're going to get to go number 1 this year. You're going to be number 1 this year, girl. Thank you for that $10 donation over on Venmo. Much appreciated. And if you are interested in making that donation or whatever you'd like to do, you can do that on my Venmo. And those are much appreciated. They help sponsor this show and me to get things done in life. So thank you. All right. So Miss Barbara's going to be first, and then I'm going to write your guys' name down over here because Pooja said she wanted one. Pooja and Ruth said she wanted one. I'm just going to write y'all down. I know Dia and Susie are out there. And Susie, I'll see you next Thursday. And Pat and Lanka and Richard. Richard, do you get to stay home tonight? You haven't left yet. Did I get you all? Did I miss anybody's name that I can actually see in this space right now? I think I got y'all. I'm scanning just to make sure I didn't miss any of you. All right, cool beans. Oh, Susie says she's been seeing 1111, 333, and 1313. Woohoo! All right, I wrote you down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you. Where is everybody tonight? Everybody must be busy. I hope everyone's all right. I'm missing some of you. All right, Barbara, you're number 1. Barbara. Ooh, this is cool. First, I get the word new. Okay. And I signed your name like you're signing a contract. So there's something new on the way where you're signing this contract. I don't think it's going to be a new build, but it might be. There's a possibility. But it's new to you and it's refreshing, like new and refreshing. And I'm getting you're going to be closer to the water than you have been because I'm getting waves and I'm getting like beach scenes. So you'll be able to jet out there every once in a while if you want to. I'm also seeing new guides or angels are showing up for you or giving information to you in this moment. Maybe through your light language, maybe through your singing bowls. But I feel like more information is coming through because I feel like my throat wants to say something. So I feel like you have something that you need to share with many people. And I feel like you're doing some kind of art thing too. I feel like there's some kind of art thing because I feel like you're signing your art. But the new keeps showing up for you. New thoughts, new feelings, new relationships. Like everything's going to be new for you in this new year. Like there's going to be a lot of newness for you stepping forward for you. And I also feel like there's there's like, I don't know. I feel like you're chopping vegetables, but I almost feel like these are spices. Okay, I feel like you're chopping spices. I don't know what these are going into. Are you making some kind of tincture? Are you making some kind of tea? Because I feel like you're really breaking it down. So I feel like you're getting into something of that sort as well. Maybe a little herbology or something, getting back to Mother Nature. Um, Yeah, and I just see like lots of energy coming to you to help you do all the things that you need to do right now to get everything lined up for your new beginnings. Okay? And I feel like you'll have more answers by the end of this month um about things. So, I'm feeling that for you, honey bunny. I'm going to leave that with you. They're just overjoyed that you're here and you've got things to do because you're staying very, very busy. Very busy. All right. All right, my friends. This should be pretty easy to go through tonight because there's not many of you here. All right, Richard, you're next. Richard, because I'm just scooting through my list here. Richard, you can only go up from here. Okay, so I feel like you have two people that are helping you. And I almost feel like these are guardian angels that are by your side, right? Because I almost feel like you guys have like interlocked arms and they're just kind of like walking along this journey with you right now. You know what I mean? So you have these like two big protectors walking along with you, which is really cool. And they're saying the only way up is up. Okay. So I don't know where you're going up to, but they're pointing it in the direction of going up. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think you want to move because I know you just got your place. But I'm also feeling like there's some kind of new shift that's coming for you as well. So maybe that's with work. Oh, Richard is working tonight. All right, I didn't know he left. Or is he listening to us while he's in the parking lot? But anyways, so Richard, I'm seeing you being guided up with your two guardian angels, and they're really big guardian angels. So I'm going to leave that with you, Richard. Thank you for being here today. Barbara says, wow, so very exciting. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see who's next. All right, Pooja. Pooja. Pooja, have you met a new person that you can be in a relationship with? Or is there someone that you're kind of interested in? I'm also seeing I'm seeing some kind of relationship for you. Okay. In the not far distant future. Because I'm seeing two people coming together and then I'm seeing like this road. And I almost feel like you guys get together, like live together or whatever. Because I feel like there's like this drive up, and there's only the two of you. I don't see other people, but I'm seeing you drive up this hill, okay, to a residence. Maybe it's your new house or somewhere you're living, or something like that. You know what I mean? But I feel like you get together with this person and you travel up this hill to this residence that you're going to be having. And I also they said, don't worry about feeling like you belong. You've always felt like the outcast because you've always been right. And sometimes being that outcast is to help the other people so they can recognize. Sometimes you've stepped into a hard journey, but it's only going to get better. They want you to know. Okay. So it's only going to get better from here on out because you've changed, you've retrained your brain so that you can move into the directions that you would like to move into as well. You know what I mean? So there's that, Pooja. So I'm going to leave that with you. All right. And thank you, Carol Ann. Great to see you here this evening. All right. Pat, are you writing? I'm getting that you're supposed to be writing. You're also doing more meditation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to go through some changes this year, but these are the good changes that you've been waiting and to happen for you in this lifetime. I feel like there's new opportunities for friendships and relationships and community. So you're going to get together with like more people. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling for you right now. Like there's more people coming together, gathering. I'm feeling like potluck dinners, and things of that sort. So some kind of community where you feel like you connect with these people. Okay? Because they're going to need your assistance from everything that you've learned to be able to share with them. So maybe you're going to be that lighthouse for them, Pat. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo, woo, woo. All right, Ruth, you're next. Ruth, Ruth, Ruth. Ruth, Ruth, Ruth. What you got going on? Ruth's in a protective bubble. It kind of reminds me of a cloud. What do you got going on, girl? Well, you already know this year is going to be busy. And I'm sorry I missed your show the other night. I missed everybody's show this week. So, what I'm kind of getting for you right now is you have some decisions you have to make. Like I feel like you have some heavy decisions to make. And I don't know what they're heavy about, but to you they feel heavy. Okay? Because I feel like you're trying to weigh things out. Or is there going to be a shift of some sort that's going to lead you down a different pathway? You know what I mean? Because I feel like your journey is starting to move a little bit. But I feel like you have to decide on what it is, where your priorities lie, and what it is that you're truly wanting to accomplish. Does this make sense to you? Because I feel like it weighs a little bit on you, but I feel like this is a new year, and I feel like you have so many projects on your plate. They want you to kind of like weigh them out and be like, all right, which one is most important for me right now? Right? Which one is most important for me right now? So that's what I'm getting for you, dear Ruth, and more information will be flowing to you as well. All right, Susie. Susie Q. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, so what do you got going? What you been doing this month, Susie? All right, let's see. So Susie. I feel like there is something that is coming up, possibly from your past. Is this your past? This is your past. Coming up from your past, that's something that needs to be cleared, like energetically, whether it's a thought, emotion, or whatever. I feel like it's come up now. It might be something that is reoccurring to you, or a thought that keeps coming up for you. But I feel like you are going to make some changes this year as well that are going to be to your benefit 100%. And you're going to be able to relax a little bit more. I know you're kind of retired right now, but I feel like you're going to just be able to relax a whole lot more. Okay. There's going to be more ways of relaxing. And I almost feel like by the end of the year, you find your own little spot, like your own little oasis. So just keep that on the back burner because that's coming up for you, Susie. Carolyn. Woo! Spirit is jamming with you, girl. All right. There's a lot going on. They're trying to talk to you so much. It's not even funny. But you're listening to all of it, even as fast as you kind of get aggravated because they ramble on a little too fast. But I feel like the energies and the information that's flowing to you right now is coming to you for a reason. I think you're going to channel this information into either Chat GPT or something like that, so that you can share it in a different way, because you're getting this information during the day when you're not doing your show, and it may not pop up back in when you're doing your show again. So I feel like there's something coming together like that for you in the very near future. But they're also showing me like books and writing and literature and So I feel like you're going to travel at the end of the year too. Somewhere around November, December, maybe even October. I feel like there's going to be a trip going on for you somewhere. You're going to leave Florida. You're going on a trip, girl. All right, let's see who's next. All right, Dia. I know you're going to laugh at me again, but stars and stripes, stars and stripes. The only thing that I can get from that is the flag, justice, freedom. And I just flew like a waving flag. So this is almost like a flag that you like stake your ground in, which I feel like you're going to be doing this year. Like you're going to be planting your feet somewhere, right? It's going to be where you get to grow. So I feel like that's going to be showing up for you in the next 6 months. But I feel like you're staking it in the ground. So I don't know what you're staking it with, but I feel like you stake your ground. I feel like you need to look that word up because I feel like it has many meanings. And the hair is going all over my face now. But don't worry. And mom says, don't worry. She's got your back. We got this under control. Don't worry about what's taking place. It all is happening for the very reason that it needs to happen. And you will know what that is when it all falls together. You can't know too much before it happens because you have to experience it just like everybody else. But you're experiencing it in the better way than everybody else because you're starting to see the true colors of everybody's that's around you. And mom is saying that you have clear vision, like you can see it all. You already know. And she sends much love to you. She sends kisses for taking care of your dad so well. All right, Lanka. And I know we had a conversation earlier today, so I know what's going on in your life. And thank you again for my caramel apple. You guys don't even know how happy I am to have that for after the show. Okay, so Lanka, with you, I'm seeing 3 different layers. Okay. And I feel like this is layers of you, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like layers. So I feel like there's layers that are coming off, like the protective layers, right? But I feel like these layers mean something to you as well. And they're kind of wavy. So maybe it's time to go to the water a little bit. But maybe you'll go to that in the gong meditation you're going to this week. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm hearing sound, vibration, and balance. And they're saying, because I know you had a question about a dog. They're saying, because when I tap in and ask if right now is the time for you to have the dog, I'm getting no. But they're saying that if you want the dog, you can try it. Okay? But I feel like there's kindred spirits that are pulling together your next pet, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm getting kindred spirits. So this may be like, because she is a cute dog, I won't lie. But I feel like kindred spirits. So you're supposed to look up kindred spirits. That's your word of the day. Kindred spirits. And were you just saying you were making sprites? Who was said that? Was that you or Alma? I don't even remember. But that's what it reminds me of. Sprites, spritz, all the same thing, right? So, but, and work is going to be rocky anyways. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally is what I'm getting. Okay. Don't take it personally. So I'm going to leave that with you, dear Lanka. All right. And then let's hit up Tiffany for the end of the year or the beginning of the year. Busy. Getting the word out, working with the people, doing your thing. Snap. Got things to do. And I feel like you are also going to bring together some kind of new, they're calling it a group, but I don't know if it's outside of Goldylocks Productions or it's a group in the physical, you know what I mean? Or is it time to do something with the group? I don't know. But that's the word they keep giving me for you is group. Like, what are you going to do with the group? You know what I mean? So they're just showing me you busy, busy, busy and lining things up and everything's in alignment. And I actually feel like you and George actually take a vacation this year, like actually leave the tri-state area that you're in right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you go outside your boundaries. So where is that going to be? So you might not feel like you're being called out there, but you are. There's going to be something you're going to go to. So I'm going to leave that with you, dear Tiffany. And if there is anybody else out there that is looking for a message today, pop your name in the chat and I'd be happy to give you one. Ruth says, makes perfect sense. Thanks, Melissa. I'm grateful for you and I love you. I love you too. Caroline says, great news. Thanks, Melissa. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Pooja says, I haven't met the one yet, but waiting on the divine timing. Great message. Thank you, Melissa. You're welcome. Good. Because I feel like we're all getting into divine time. Like, I feel like time is moving into this place right now where we've been speeding along and we're kind of like at this convergence point, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, pew, like things happen and like things just change. Thank you so much, Melissa. George yelled out, Florida, we would come visit family there. That includes you all down there. All right. Come to Florida. Do it. Yes, George. See, George is listening. Good job, George. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yeah, because I feel like it's time for you to go visit some family. And we are family. So let's get a group thing going on down here in Florida. Where is your family down here? That would be interesting to know. We can talk about that after the show. You don't have to announce that. But I don't see anyone else popping in here to say that they would like a message today. That's okay. That's okay. If you guys haven't noticed over there on Rumble, I just notice this, that they've downloaded the Rumble wallet. So you guys can actually tip and buy Bitcoin now. This is crazy how things are changing around here. And you guys, I have to share this too. You guys, so StreamYard is what we use here, right? And it changed its name somehow to Bending Spoon. Like, I just logged in tonight and it said Bending Spoon. And I was like, you got to be joking me. That's so funny because I did that. I did do that once. I did bend a spoon. You can do it with your mind. You just have to be like super focused. But it does happen. But when they called it Bending Spoon, I was like, that's along our level of stuff. You know what I mean? So that just shows me that more people are kind of waking up there too as well. You know, and I don't think we've made it so that you guys can tip us over there on YouTube yet. I don't think we've made our views back over there yet. But I appreciate the donations that do come in. They are much appreciated. So that's always a good thing, right? It is. It is. So is there anybody out there that wants to know anything, that they're feeling anything? And Lanka says, heck yeah, let's come to Sarasota. Yes. Yes. Yeah, since there's a handful of us here. How many of the Goldylocks? There's Carol Ann. There's me. There's Laura. We'll have to get Ruth to come in from Texas. And who else do we got? Robin. Tell Robin to come in from wherever she lives. I forget now. I think she lives in Virginia. I'm not 100% sure. And Joanne Leo, exactly, because I think she's only in Tampa, right? See, there's so many of us down here in Sarasota area, in this Southwest Florida. Right now, it's beautiful, you guys. It was 84 degrees, and I was wearing shorts today. I was wearing shorts. I've been wearing pants for weeks now, but it was warm enough for me to put shorts on today. I was pretty excited about that. So I sat outside and worked on my tan for a little bit. Went out there for my 15-minute sit in the sun, absorbing some of that vitamin D that's out there. So I'm just wondering, have you guys been, Goldylocks says, yes, I added the Rumble wallet to the Goldylocks production channel. How about that? That is so awesome. It is so awesome. It is, because we're going to have a lot more money to spend later on. That's why all these little wallets are happening everywhere, so everyone can be connected and have all this cha-ching wherever you're going, right? It's crazy how this works. It's crazy. But more changes like that are only going to come even faster and furious, my friends. So again, I can't wait to talk to Marsha on the 13th about the fire horse. That's going to be a lot of fun because things are going to move very, very fast this year. And I feel like we're ready. So there's that, and again, there's going to be a lot of changes. So be the lighthouse for the people. Be the lighthouse for the people. If you can. If you're not the lighthouse yet, you can't help the people. But if you have your everything going on for you and you feel like you can be of assistance to humanity, how would you like to do that? That's why it's time for you to step into what your passion is. Like, what is it you really want to do? Don't let fear get in the way that I won't have enough money, or I won't have X, Y, and Z, or I won't be able to do that. Don't use any of those words or anything like that, my friends. You know what I'm saying? Just don't. You guys, I can't take it. The hair's got to go back already. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that are going to be changing as we move forward. Bam, 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 bam. And they're going to go pretty quickly. And some you won't even notice. And some you will notice. Okay. It's just going to move very, very, very quickly. Just like last year moved very, very quickly. And the year before that, I feel like since 2020, we've been on this fast track. And every year just gets faster and faster and faster. You know what I mean? But, there's going to be a lot of changes that come up that are good for us. A lot that are good for us. Okay. They might not seem it at first, but they will be. So what is it that you have the most passion about what you want to do with your future? Maybe it is retirement, because I know some of you are older out there. Maybe it's getting into the job that you truly love. Maybe it's being an artist. Maybe it's being an actor. Maybe it's being whatever it is that you have desire to do. A baker. Maybe you want to bake goods. Maybe you want to bake good bread. I miss having good bread. What else? Well, even just this week, right? Even just this week, a big change happened, right? You guys remember the old food pyramid, right? And they flipped that stuff upside down. Did you guys see the South Park about that? That's hilarious. You guys got to check it out. But I love that they changed that around, right? I love that shows, eating real food rather than the processed food is so important. And I have to say that I've noticed a lot more people getting more conscious about what they're eating. So I'm getting that we have to put it out there to the people in the grocery stores that we don't want their bioengineered food anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I told you guys about my Publix trip the other day, and then how many other stores actually have bioengineered food in it, like a lot of them. And we don't want to consume that anymore. We want to consume pure food, right? We got to get back in our kitchens and start cooking, And then sooner or later, we might have Rosie the robot that can cook it for us. You know what I mean? That's going to be coming too, because robots are going to be a thing. So be prepared for that. You know what I mean? I'm ready for her to come clean my house and do my dishes and cook for me. That would be great. So there's going to be changes slowly, but surely they're all coming. So just be prepared for them, my friends. This earth is going to take a different turn than it has because it's been stuck for a really, really, really long time. It's been stuck. We can call it the dark ages if we want, because we've been kept in the dark. Right? And now everything is coming to light. We will be able to see and experience so much more with the light shining on everything. And what comes with the light? Being able to see clearly. We'll have that 20/20 vision where we see it clearly. We can see it all. It looks perfect. Yes. Awesome, my friends. Well, this is a great show. I'm glad you guys are coming in. I'm glad you guys joined me this evening, even if you join later in the archives, much appreciated. And to all those listeners out there from all the other countries, I should have pulled up that email so I could read some of them off, because Tiffany sent us our stats and stuff. And some of these places I'd never even heard of. They might have only listened to it once, but it's like we've gotten out there. We may not get there in our lives, you know what I mean? But we're getting out there through the month. We're getting the exposure. We're helping the people that need to come in contact with us. And that's what's most important. And that is what is most important, is the message gets to the messenger brings the message to the person that needs the message. Okay. And sometimes I feel like I am that messenger. I mean, God sent me down here with these abilities. Each and every one of us have these abilities. I am not alone. You guys all can do this too. It's when you choose, you're ready to, and to trust it. And let me tell you, as of late, I'm going to say in the last 2 months, holy cow, the knowing beforehand has been humongous. Like, I ran into this lady, I'm going to say a month ago. Yeah, it's probably been a month since I went to the chiropractor. I ran into her at the chiropractor, and she used to work at my son's school. And I was like, that's cool. We chit chatted for a little while. And then all of a sudden, like over the weekend, I thought about that lady and that experience. And then who do I run into at the laundromat? I've never seen her at the laundromat. I've seen her at the laundromat. So, like, I'm having to connect in with people that, you know, for whatever reason. But I know that I'm going to, because I'm thinking about them beforehand. You know, it's kind of crazy how all that's falling together. But it's falling in together much more significantly now than it has, which is way cool. Way cool. Has this been happening for you guys? Has it? Let's see. What else you guys got going on? What else do I need to share to get you on a roll? Well, a 1 is like the beginning. It's also been a reset for you. So if you feel like you have brought things forward from 2025 that still no longer serve you, this is a great day to drop them. It is 1-9. This is another 9. We got another 1 tomorrow. We got a 1-1-1 tomorrow again. This is a great day for you to let that go. A great day for you to stand in your true power. Okay? Because now is the time. And what they just put in my head, I'm not going to say, but it's funny. But I'm still not going to share it. So this is going to be a very exciting year. I'm excited to see what you create. I'm excited to see what me and my family create. I'm excited to see what the world creates, because everyone is a master creator. So I am looking forward to it. Very much so, my friends. Very much so. And it's been a beautiful hour spending this time with you guys. And I look forward to seeing you next week. I don't think our message circle, I didn't pull up my calendar. Is it this week or next week? Can you just tell me in the chat? Because I don't want people to miss it. Oh, it's next week. Okay, perfect. It's not this week. So I'll let you guys know next Friday about that. Okay. I'll let you know next week about the spiritual message circle, because that'll be our first one of the year too. So I'm excited to see you all again next Friday. And be the best you that you can be, because we are a work in progress and we are getting brighter and brighter every day as we start to step into that light. So be the sunshiny you that you are. Spread joy wherever you go, and just enjoy yourselves. This is going to be a great year. Love you guys. See you next Friday.